check this out. Got a nice backrest now on my raised bed. Guess it's lucky I wasn't in it when that come down. When I did camp here I was originally going to put a post up to hold it up, but it looks so secure in that tree. Just goes to show. Right, gonna have some work to do here at some point, but today we're looking at a little purchase I've recently made. Some of you remember from a while back I got this Firebox Scout stove as like a brew kit stove. So just liked the neatness of the package of it, and you can keep quite a lot of stuff in there as well. To be quite honest, not used this an awful lot since putting my, you know, super duper brew kit in the truck and trying out so much new equipment on the camps, but I do still like it, and there was a new product released with this in mind. And that product was the Firebox Box Pot. So let's get it out and have a little go. It's compatible with all the Firebox products. Now I backed this on Kickstarter myself, just because I like the look of it, how well it goes with the Scout stove. So some handles on the side there. As you can see, it is square, so making the most of the space it takes up. Got a little steam holes or pouring holes on the lid there. It's not a tight fitting lid. Inside is another product, like an accessory for this, and that is a baking stone. So like a tiny pizza stone. Now you can probably see there's measurements in ounces on the side there, so for me I'll have to kind of learn what they actually mean. But the thing as a whole is 1 quart to the rim, and a quart is 1.1 litres apparently, so it doesn't look like it would be. 4.5 by 3.25 inches, I'll stick on screen that in metric, and 10 ounces stainless steel. Won't go on and on about specs and stuff. I'll show you how it fits in with the Scout stove and then we'll try it out, that's the important thing. So there's the Scout stove. I've emptied it just for ease right now, which should fit pretty perfectly inside there. And then the stands and lids should go on like so. Close that up, and obviously you can store equal amounts as you could in the stove anyway, but it's just a really nice little package there. The lid kind of fits on as well. Yeah, really nice. Got a few different things to try with the stove and pot today. Some of them things are things that they've demonstrated on their own videos. If I give them a go and see how well they actually do work. I think first up we're going to do some cake mix in it, as that's one of the things demonstrated. Got my packet of chocolate sponge cake mix there. Now for 2 eggs. What a mess. Hit that a bit hard. And 8 tablespoons of water, whatever that is. Guess. And a mix. First I'm going to have to put that hot stone in, and then my baking paper. Yep, that took me quite a while off camera. Right, in we go. I guess it's going to rise a bit, so I don't want to go past halfway, I don't think. Let's see where we're at there. I suppose I should keep it at that to be safe. Got some pretty local sourced charcoal here, about a half mile down the road. So I'm just going to put a few extra bits in there. Coals are looking pretty good. You'll need to grab some of these coals, put them up on top here. This is all trial and error here, never done this before on here. Maybe one more. And you've got a bit of a lip here so things aren't just falling off. And I'm just going to put that on at an angle, a jaunty angle. The cake mix says 18 to 20 minutes. Set an alarm for 15 minutes and I'm going to have a look at it, and I'll probably use one of the skewers that comes with the stove to check it out. It's probably going to take longer than that because thinking about it, that stone at the bottom is going to have to heat up itself first, but might as well check it in the sort of 15 minutes time. Well, probably more like 10 now. So nice to be outside and it not be raining. I haven't even got a jacket on today. Didn't even bring one with me, I was that confident. Yesterday was nice too. I think the rain's back next week, and then after that I reckon we're into spring. I can feel it in the air. Well, time has gone off. I can smell cake. Guess what Dipstick didn't bring his leather gloves. Alright. Steady it with that. Oh my goodness. I was not expecting that. Wow, I think it's actually touched the top there as well. I don't think that's going to be done, is it? Nah. Right, some heat off the top, I guess. Kept just a couple of coals around the edges there, just so there's a bit of heat from the top. I think it's actually touched in the middle, so clearly I put too much cake mix in there. I'm also periodically rotating it, because the breeze will be taking the heat more to one side. Just had another peek and it's still not ready, and the problem I'm having is I'm losing heat down here. Which, if you was using a fire, coals from a fire, you'd have to get a whole fire going again and everything. Obviously I could just add more coals in, but yeah, if you was using an actual fire, not coals, that would be a problem. Put a little more heat on top again. Just needs to cook in the middle. Right, it's probably had twice as long now, to be honest. You can see. Right, here we go. Put the gas stove in. And I've put the coals on top. If it burns on the outside, it burns on the outside. I don't want it to, but I can cut it off. Put it as low as I can. Well, I think we're actually there. Woohoo! So obviously there's some burning on top, but you'd be able to scrape that off really. The rest of it is what really matters. It's going to be hot, isn't it? Don't know if I should wait to take this off, but let's just go for it. Need to let it cool. Interesting. Very interesting. Still a little icky, sticky down there. Let's just cut a cross section. Okay, just on the outside. Probably due to the wind, I was rotating it. Yeah, looks perfectly edible. Just a little bit of a scald on top and on bottom. Next up is some Spam. Just going to do myself a couple of slices here. I'm just going to keep the gas on here. Right, got 2 slices of Spam there. They fit pretty perfectly in the bottom. A little awkward getting down in there to flip them, but not too bad. Spatula would be better for this in particular. Put aside them slices of Spam. Another thing they show on the video is ramen because of the size. So let's do that. I don't normally really cook ramen in the woods. But you can't say that doesn't fit perfectly. I can use the holes to drain some of that water out. Don't like them too soupy. I can bang in the spice bag and bang in the Spam. Not the most gourmet thing I've ever cooked in the woods, but representative of what a lot of people would be doing. Wow, a lot of salt in that little packet. Not bad, it's edible. That's it, just after a quick rinse and a wipe with a baby wipe, just the one. Back to as good as new. Now to the cake. Now the circle, the burnt circle on the bottom, that's going to be from the gas, because it wasn't from the, you know, even heat of the coals and the stone. So that was my fault technically. The burn on the top, well, that's kind of technically my fault as well, because I put too much in there because I've never done it before. Middle, pretty decently baked by the looks of it. Sides, there's a couple of gooey spots. If I used the windshield, maybe there wouldn't be. So I'm just going to tear that apart. I'm going to take off the burnt top and bottom and try it out. It's cake. I realised some of you are going to have the full-size firebox, and that's how it is sitting on top there, but without the fire sticks on top. Because of the angled handle there, it'll sit just inside like that. I'm sure you can put the fire stick in there to support it as well, but yeah, it sits right inside. So there you have it, the box pot and the cooking stone. They work with all the different fireboxes as far as I can see. The nano one goes inside, or like I did with the Scout there, I think that's the perfect setup. That's why when I saw it I was like, oh, I've got to get it to try it out with that system. All seems to work pretty well. I mean, it's not the most universal thing ever. It's going to take a little bit of practice, I think, but watch the videos that they've done, because they're going to show it a lot better than I just have. It's going to take a little bit of practice. But yeah, hope you found that interesting. I'll put some links below, and I'll see you on the next one, whenever that will be.